Soviets themselves may in a limited way be coming to understand the importance of freedom. We hear much from Moscow about a new policy of reform and openness. Some political prisoners have been released. Certain foreign news broadcasts are no longer being jammed. Some economic enterprises have been permitted to operate with greater freedom from state control. Are these the beginnings of profound changes in the Soviet state? Or are they token gestures intended to raise false hopes in the West or to strengthen the Soviet system without changing it? We welcome change and openness, for we believe that freedom and security go together, that the advance of human liberty can only strengthen the cause of world peace. There is one sign the Soviets can make that would be unmistakable, that would advance dramatically the cause of freedom and peace. General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate.
Skinny cat, young cat, with a knapsack strapped to my back. 1981, before the crack attack, I used to let the old English 800 suds bubble in the last car of the Franklin Avenue shuttle. Brooklyn, no doubt. Wingate Park, no doubt. Prospect Park, I'm all laid out. Homeless, my gear played out and I know this, but I'm a MC, I stay focused. I took the shuttle to the D and wrote my rhymes in an hour. Took the D to the E, last stop the Twin Towers. Sitting in the belly of the beast in the World Trade Organization, being harassed by police. I wrote my rhymes right there on the spot. New York City, 1984, corruption was hot. Cats selling Uzis out to Jacob Javits Center for a high price. Let me tell you about my life.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. I understand the fear of war and the pain of division that afflict this continent, and I pledge to you my country's efforts to help overcome these burdens. To be sure, we in the West must resist Soviet expansion, so we must maintain defenses of unassailable strength. Yet we seek peace, so we must strive to reduce arms on both sides. Beginning 10 years ago, the Soviets challenged the Western Alliance with a grave new threat.
85 comes in, 86 comes in, the marijuana with the cocaine mix comes in. High-class hustlers, I'm taking flicks with them. My first song's Red Alert, he's mixing them. This a far cry from a kid sleeping on the bench. Now I'm VIP in the club, this don't make sense, but it does. As I take daps and hugs from cats that move drugs, they say, Chris, rise above. Everybody knew my style. Chris was no coward. I wanted to get in the game, but my peeps wouldn't allow it. They'd say, read them books and write them hooks. Save our children, give them a whole new outlook. So I did. I lived like any street kid, but I was handed 20 books. Others were handed 20-year bids. Still, they wouldn't sell to your mother or your wife. There was respect, man. Let me tell you about my life.
Hundreds of new and more deadly SS-20 nuclear missiles, capable of striking every capital in Europe. The Western Alliance responded by committing itself to a counter-deployment. Unless the Soviets agreed to negotiate a better solution, namely the elimination of such weapons on both sides, for many months, the Soviets refused to bargain in earnestness. As the Alliance in turn prepared to go forward with its counter-deployment, there were difficult days of protests, like those during my 1982 visit to this city. And the Soviets later walked away from the table. But through it all, the Alliance held firm. And I invite those who protested then, I invite those who protest today to mark this fact. Because we remain strong, the Soviets came back to the table.
I've got scientists, killers that'll jam your cell phone. Send a text message, kill you off with a ringtone. High-pitched noise over your brain and say, autopsy report that he jumped from a train. It started when the dealer departed, tried to snake backs and cut into the general's income like state tax. One cause to steal, the deal was sealed. Doctor on the payroll cost a $250. I form rhymes in alphabet soups from the rhythm of the spoon. I transformed the loop. With the steam on the bowl, I made the special effects. And a dash of spice only God could detect. Got a word to make a bread return to his cub. A word to make a girl come home from a club. A word to make a demon return back to God. And a word to help Dorothy get home from Oz. So he prays the second he feels to be reflected. Seems the light flip through all projection. Electricity, connectivity. I've got scientists, killers that'll jam your cell phone. Send a text message, kill you off with a ringtone. High-pitched noise over your brain and say, autopsy report that he jumped from a train. It started when the dealer departed, tried to snake backs and cut into the general's income like state tax. One cause to steal, the deal was sealed. Doctor on the payroll cost a $250.